Put this in your pocket, and evil and envy have no power over you. Buddhist Teachings. Envy and hatred are like fire. They cannot harm a peaceful heart. Have you ever thought that something so simple, a small object in your pocket, could shield you from the powers of negativity and envy? Buddhist teachings reveal that with the right mindset and a few mindful practices, we can protect our spirit and energy field from the effects of harmful intentions. In this video on The Journey of Wisdom, we'll uncover a technique rooted in Buddhist wisdom that's as practical as it is powerful. This method involves a simple, meaningful object that acts as a constant reminder and a personal shield against negative energy. It doesn't require any special skills or deep knowledge, just an open heart and the willingness to invite peace into your daily life. We'll dive into how small rituals and mindful practices, when paired with Buddhist principles, create a lasting buffer around us. This technique not only repels envy, but also nurtures confidence, resilience, and inner calm, empowering you to walk through life less burdened by others' negativity. If you're ready to cultivate a life free from the weight of envy and negativity, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on any valuable teachings. Share this wisdom with others who may also need a shield of inner peace. Let's create a community anchored in protection, balance, and joy. Number 1. Energy protection in Buddhism. Buddhism teaches us that everything in the universe is woven together by an intricate web of energy, and our actions, thoughts, and emotions don't merely exist within us. They radiate outward, influencing not only our personal space, but also touching those around us. In this interconnected reality, we find that positive energy nurtures harmony, while negative influences like envy can disturb our peace. This energy flow is so subtle that we may not immediately notice its effects, yet over time, negative energies can quietly chip away at our confidence, cloud our vision, and even hinder our progress. To guard our inner sanctuary, the teachings of Buddhism offer an approach not rooted in isolation, but in the art of maintaining a calm, balanced mind, even amidst negativity. Radiate boundless love towards the entire world, said the Buddha, and through this love and inner clarity, we create a natural shield that deflects negativity without engaging with it. Envy, in particular, is seen as a deeply corrosive emotion in Buddhism. Like a hidden poison, it silently spreads from the person feeling it, creating ripples that can unsettle even the most focused minds. The energy of envy is often transmitted in subtle forms, through a glance, a comment, or even silent thoughts. These might seem inconsequential, but over time, these vibrations can create blockages, sowing seeds of self-doubt or emotional discomfort in those they touch. Recognizing these influences is the first step to freeing ourselves from their grasp. Buddhist philosophy emphasizes that just as we maintain our physical health, we must also cultivate an awareness of our energy field. By developing a practice that nurtures and protects our spiritual essence, we can create a barrier against these unseen forces. Meditation, for instance, is not merely a mental exercise, but a practice that purifies and strengthens our energy, creating an aura of peace that others' negativity cannot easily penetrate. Symbolic objects also play a profound role in energy protection. In Buddhist and many other spiritual traditions, certain items serve as conduits between our intentions and the surrounding energy. It's not that these objects contain power in themselves, rather they act as a bridge, channeling our thoughts, beliefs, and intentions into a protective shield. An amulet, for example, is not simply a charm, but a tangible reminder of our commitment to inner peace. When we carry an object imbued with personal meaning, like a small Buddha statue or a Tibetan knot, it becomes a physical anchor for our intentions. Each time we touch it, we reconnect with our inner strength and purpose, reinforcing the resilience of our mind against the disruptive energy that might be present around us. As the Dhammapada states, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. So, each time we touch that object, we reaffirm our intention to remain grounded, calm and centered. These objects serve another function. They influence not only our personal energy, but also the energy of the spaces we inhabit. Everything, from a rock to a prayer bead, carries its own vibration. And in Buddhist thought, certain objects are believed to emit positive frequencies that repel harmful energies. Stones like black tourmaline and obsidian, for example, are considered particularly potent for absorbing negativity and grounding us in positivity. The presence of a small object in our pocket or bag may seem trivial, but it can be a powerful symbol in a world that pulls our attention in countless directions. Every touch is a quiet return to self, a reminder of our intention to guard our peace and continue on our spiritual path with awareness. Ultimately, these practices teach us that true protection does not solely rely on external objects, but comes from within, our steady, clear mind and unwavering spirit. Each symbolic object, each moment of meditation, each conscious breath reinforces our ability to face whatever challenges come our way without losing our sense of calm. In a world filled with distractions, a small symbolic object in our pocket is not just a protection against envy or negativity. It is a reminder of our power to shape our response to life, no matter how turbulent it may be. This is the core of Buddhist energy protection, not shutting ourselves off from the world, but strengthening ourselves to meet it with compassion, clarity, and resilience. The Buddha once taught, "Peace comes from within, do not seek it without." By aligning our minds and nurturing our spirits, we become less vulnerable to external negativity and more connected to our purpose, protected and at peace in the journey ahead. Number 2. Protective symbols and talismans. 1. Evil eye. The evil eye, often depicted as the Turkish eye or nazar, is one of the most enduring symbols of protection in human history, acting as a silent guardian against the weight of others' envy, negative thoughts, and even unintentional ill will. This amulet is not merely a decorative item, but a powerful symbol of resilience and inner peace, a tangible reminder to carry balance and serenity wherever you go. By keeping an evil eye close, whether in your pocket, wallet or home, it forms an invisible shield that absorbs, deflects, and neutralizes negative energy before it can seep into your own. In Buddhism, the concept of protection extends beyond the physical. The amulet also reinforces a mindful awareness that allows one to navigate the complexities of daily life with calmness and clarity. Just as the Buddha said, "You, yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." Carrying such a reminder strengthens our self-assurance and reinforces our spiritual well-being. This amulet does more than simply ward off negativity. It also serves as a constant reminder of your inner strength and resilience. The evil eye acts like a barrier, not only against envy, but against the subtle stresses and anxieties that often infiltrate our lives unnoticed, allowing you to cultivate an inner sanctuary of peace. The power of the evil eye lies in its dual role. It guards against unwanted influences and opens up new pathways for growth and harmony. When protected from harmful energies, your mental and emotional space becomes a fertile ground for positive intentions, new opportunities, and personal development. Like a lighthouse standing firm against stormy seas, the amulet helps you maintain your center and reminds you to cultivate equanimity, especially in the face of challenges. Historically, people have believed that the evil eye purifies the surrounding space, lifting the atmosphere and inviting good energy, much like the Buddhist practice of cleansing one's mind of impurities to make space for wisdom and compassion. This ancient amulet has stood the test of time because it embodies a universal truth. Protection begins within. By consecrating it with a personal ritual, you create an energetic bond, aligning your own intent with the amulet's purpose. This act of intention, a ritual known in many traditions, is a grounding practice that empowers you to meet life's uncertainties with clarity and courage. And, as the Dhammapada teaches, what you think, you become. With this mindset, carrying the evil eye is more than an external symbol. It's a personal commitment to ward off negativity and nurture positive growth, enabling you to move forward with purpose and a fortified spirit. In our fast-paced world, these small acts of mindful intention can transform our everyday experiences, allowing us to live with less fear of negativity and a greater openness to life's abundant possibilities. 2. Dried bay leaf. Carrying a dried bay leaf may seem like a simple act, but within this humble herb lies a legacy of power, protection, and prosperity. For centuries, the bay leaf has been revered not just as a culinary staple, but as a potent talisman capable of shielding us from negative energies and enhancing the path to success. When you place a bay leaf in your wallet or pocket, it does more than sit there quietly. It becomes a guardian of your energy, a filter that deflects the dense, heavy vibrations of envy and harm. Bay leaves have a history rooted in victory. In ancient times, they crowned the heads of champions and warriors. Today, you don't need a crown. Instead, carrying a single leaf can be enough to keep you aligned with that same energy of success, ensuring that you're not bogged down by others' negative thoughts or the challenges that might throw you off course. Think of it as a beacon that clears the fog, letting opportunities and good fortune find you more easily. Touching the leaf during the day can serve as a gentle reminder of your intentions, whether you're seeking financial growth, emotional clarity, or simply the confidence to follow through on your plans. The bay leaf acts as a small yet powerful focal point for your mind. It nudges you to stay on track, to remember why you started, and to believe that you're capable of achieving what you set out to do. But there's more to the bay leaf than just protection. It also opens doors. Known to attract luck, wealth, and success, the bay leaf aligns your energy with abundance. Holding it is a simple way to affirm your commitment to growth and remind yourself that life is filled with potential waiting for you to seize it. Yet, like any powerful tool, the bay leaf requires intention. To unlock its full potential, try a brief consecration ritual. Think deeply about what you seek: protection, prosperity, or maybe both. When you imbue the leaf with these intentions, it transforms from an ordinary object into an amulet charged with purpose, ready to stand guard over your goals and keep you moving forward with clarity and strength. Ask yourself, what distractions or negative influences might be holding me back? Do I allow the worries or envy of others to cloud my own vision? Just like the man with the poisoned arrow, it's essential to see past distractions and focus on the path ahead. The bay leaf is there to remind you that you have control over your energy, that your victories are within reach, as long as you maintain a clear and balanced state of mind. As you carry this little talisman, remember that it's not about the leaf itself, but what it represents: your inner strength, your focus, and your unwavering belief in your ability to overcome challenges. The bay leaf is simply a guide, a reminder that every battle can be won when you hold onto your purpose and let go of what no longer serves you. In the end, it's your clarity, resilience, and intention that create the protective field around you, ensuring that prosperity and peace are always close by. 3. Amethyst. Amethyst is more than just a beautiful purple stone. It's a powerful source of energy and balance. In Buddhist teachings, we often speak about the importance of protecting one's inner peace and guarding against negative influences, and amethyst serves as a reminder of this practice. Known for its profound ability to create a shield of energy, amethyst can keep feelings like envy and malice from taking hold in your life, acting as a silent guardian for your mental and emotional well-being. When you carry amethyst in your pocket or keep it close, you're creating a boundary that wards off energies that don't serve your highest good. This gemstone is like a friend who gently reminds you to stay grounded and calm, helping to dissolve troubling thoughts and intense emotions that may otherwise unsettle you. Amethyst can support you on this journey by keeping you anchored to your own inner peace, even when life feels chaotic. Do you ever find yourself overwhelmed by stress or feeling affected by others' negativity? Amethyst might be what you need to restore balance and focus, but amethyst offers more than protection. It elevates your spiritual awareness, helping you stay mindful and connected to your intentions. Whether you're working through a personal challenge or making a difficult decision, amethyst can help you maintain clarity. In moments of uncertainty, it serves as a gentle guide, allowing you to listen to your inner wisdom without being clouded by the opinions or judgments of others. By keeping amethyst near, you create space for thoughts that uplift you and release those that hinder you, turning negative energy into opportunities for personal growth and insight. Imagine how different your day might feel if you had a constant source of calm and focus to carry with you. How might that affect your thoughts, choices, and relationships? Amethyst helps foster this kind of peaceful resilience, promoting harmony and serenity and keeping your mind steady. It's not just about blocking negative energy, it's about transforming it, shifting envy and malice into chances for understanding and compassion. This shift is at the heart of spiritual evolution. When we protect our inner state, we are better able to make mindful decisions and act in ways that align with our true selves. So, perhaps ask yourself, how can you bring this kind of calm, protective energy into your own life? And in what ways could you embrace tools like amethyst to stay rooted in peace no matter what life brings? Amethyst is a powerful stone that helps us stay calm and at peace. Do you believe in the power of gemstones to protect your energy and uplift your spirit? If you agree, comment yes below or share your thoughts. 4. A piece of paper with your full name written on it. A simple piece of paper with your full name on it might seem ordinary, but within the spiritual world, a name carries profound energetic significance. In Buddhist teachings, the name is not merely a label, it represents your essence, your unique journey, and the qualities that define you. When you write your full name on a piece of paper and consecrate it with pure intention, you are creating a sacred bond between your true self and the protective energy field that surrounds you. This act goes beyond mere symbolism. It is a form of dedication that aligns you with the power of your own identity. By carrying this paper with you, whether in your wallet, pocket, or a small fabric pouch, it becomes a constant reminder of who you are and strengthens your inner protection against forces of envy and negativity. As you touch it, you reinforce your connection to your essence, and this small, sacred paper becomes an anchor, grounding you in self-worth and resilience. By consecrating your name with intention, you are setting a mental framework that draws positive energy towards you, subtly repelling any ill will or envy that may be directed at you. This practice serves to remind you of your own strength and confidence, helping you to radiate an inner calm that naturally deflects negativity. The consecrated paper symbolizes your recognition of self-worth and purpose, quietly amplifying your capacity to attract people and situations that support your journey. Each time you reach for this paper, especially in moments of doubt or feeling overwhelmed, it serves as a subtle reminder of the inner strength that lives within you, a strength that, when acknowledged, becomes a shield against energies that could unsettle your peace. Such an amulet is more than a defense. It acts as an invitation to align more deeply with your true nature, inviting in peace, prosperity, and meaningful connections. However, it is vital that this paper be consecrated with a clear and mindful intention. In the consecration, you deepen the link between yourself and your innermost self, transforming an ordinary object into a talisman of protection and empowerment. In consecrating this paper, you are looking inward, affirming a commitment to protect and nurture your personal growth and evolution. This act of consecration is a reminder that while the world may swirl with distractions and judgments, the real power to protect and uplift oneself lies within. Whether you face daily challenges, encounter envy, or feel the pressures of modern life weighing down, this simple sacred act can provide a sense of stability and security, reminding you of the open path ahead and the inner resilience that will carry you forward. Through this practice, you harness a timeless wisdom that keeps your energy protected and your spirit undaunted, allowing you to walk through life with confidence and serenity, ready for the opportunities that await. Number 3. A guide to consecrate and empower your spiritual allies. In life, we all seek protection, comfort, and sometimes a sense of connection with the unseen energies around us. Creating a spiritual ally from an everyday object allows us to channel this sense of support and protection, turning something simple into a powerful tool for well-being and positive energy. Here's a detailed guide to consecrating an item to become your spiritual ally. An invisible shield you can carry with you to guard against negativity and foster inner peace. Step 1. Prepare a sacred space. Before beginning, set up a dedicated, quiet space for the consecration ritual. This space can be anywhere that brings you peace, whether it's a cozy corner at home, a garden, or even a quiet place in nature. Arrange your chosen object, the one you're transforming into your spiritual ally, before you, along with a white candle for purity and protection. If you wish, add a glass of water for extra purification or light some incense to create a calming atmosphere. The white candle is symbolic, representing light and protection. When you light it, do so with an intentional mindset. Dedicate its flame to a higher power, be it your guardian angel, the universe, God, or any spiritual energy that resonates with you. As the candle burns, visualize its glow cleansing the object, casting away any unwanted energy it may carry, and preparing it to become a protective force in your life. Step 2. Tune into your deepest intentions. Next, pick up the object in both hands and take a slow, deep breath, releasing any tension in your body. Close your eyes, let your mind clear, and open your heart to the energy within. This step is about more than holding the item. It's about infusing it with your purpose and intention. Speak your intention aloud or silently, invoking the spiritual force you believe in and requesting its protection over the object. Tell this energy with clear conviction what you wish for, that the object will act as a shield, protecting you from harm and absorbing any negative energy that comes your way. Feel free to state specific intentions, like shielding yourself from envy, or welcoming only positive vibrations into your space. This is your chance to communicate directly with the energy around you, asking for blessings upon the object so that it will serve you as a powerful ally. Step 3. Envision a light of protection. Imagine the object you're consecrating surrounded by a radiant light, be it golden or pure white. Picture this light expanding, forming a strong protective field around the object and yourself. This light represents your belief in the power of the ritual. It is the barrier between you and any negativity. Let the light become more vibrant in your mind, creating a shield that repels anything that does not serve your highest good. Your belief is the foundation of this ritual's strength. Allow your trust in the process to fill you with calm confidence, knowing that this object will help shield and protect you. Keep an open heart and mind, unclouded by doubt, to strengthen your connection to the light you've envisioned. Step 4. Empower with words of affirmation. Now, empower the object with a few words of positive affirmation. This phrase can be something simple yet deeply meaningful, like, "May this object be an invisible shield, repelling harm and inviting only goodness." Repeat this phrase as you gently touch the object, imagining your energy passing into it, enhancing its protective power. End with gratitude. Thank the guardian angel, the universe, or God for granting protection and blessing your new spiritual ally. Your gratitude helps solidify the positive energy within the object, making it a symbol of hope and protection you can carry with you. Step 5. Complete the ritual and safeguard your ally. Allow the candle to burn down completely if it's safe to do so. The gentle, unwavering flame signals the completion of your ritual, closing the connection between your energy, the object, and the intention you set. Once the ritual concludes, place the consecrated item in a special place. You can keep it close in your pocket, wallet, or even a small fabric pouch. Each time you feel the need for protection or sense negativity around you, hold this object in your hand, remembering the power you've instilled in it. This action renews the object's energy, keeping its strength alive as your personal shield against life's challenges. Trust in its power, for your faith is what completes its transformation into a true spiritual ally, ready to support and protect you in moments of need. Creating a spiritual ally is not just about the ritual itself, but about developing a deeper sense of trust and connection with the energies that surround you. By consecrating an object, you're inviting a powerful positive force into your life, one that can offer comfort, protection, and peace in both good and difficult times. Let this process be a personal journey, a way to engage with the unseen, knowing you're guided and safeguarded. Thank you for joining us in today's video. I'm grateful to have you here as part of our community, embracing the wisdom of Buddhist teachings. If this is your first time here, feel free to comment, "New to the path," or if you've been with us for a while, say, "Walking in peace." Your presence and engagement mean so much to us and motivate us to keep sharing these insights. All right, let's continue this journey of inner strength and protection together, shall we? Harnessing inner and outer protection, strengthening mind, spirit, and energetic shield. In the journey to fortify our minds, spirits, and energies, the practice of inner and outer protection becomes a vital tool for resilience, clarity, and compassion. This path involves cultivating practices that build a personal sanctuary, a balanced, steady space within ourselves where we can navigate life's challenges with grace and strength. By developing habits that safeguard our well-being, we not only create a shield against negativity, but also foster a positive energy that uplifts and enriches our daily lives. This approach combines mindfulness, spiritual growth, and energetic boundaries to form a resilient foundation that brings us closer to inner peace and lasting fulfillment. Let's explore the core practices that empower this journey, beginning with meditation, gratitude, compassion, and mental boundaries, each serving as a pillar to support and sustain a life anchored in inner calm and strength. Through these mindful practices, we can learn to cultivate a profound resilience that enhances not only our well-being, but also the harmony of the world around us. 1. The practice of daily meditation. Daily meditation is like planting the seeds of resilience and protection within yourself, providing you with a shield that guards your mind and spirit from negative influences and emotions that weigh heavily on your heart. Meditation brings you face to face with your own thoughts and emotions, helping you become aware of their depth and patterns. As Buddha said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." When you meditate regularly, you cultivate the power to notice feelings of insecurity, fear, or anger, allowing you to soften and eventually dissolve them. These feelings, if left unchecked, can act as open doors through which negativity and envy can creep in and disrupt your peace. Meditation helps you close these doors, establishing a protective boundary that lets in compassion, wisdom, and calm while keeping harmful energies at bay. Think of this practice as a way of nurturing your inner fortress, a place where you can draw strength not only from your own inner peace, but from a mindful connection to the world around you. The more you meditate, the more you can maintain clarity, even in the face of life's challenges. You may notice that over time, the practice grants you a greater sense of calm, even in difficult situations. This calm does not come from denying hardship or avoiding uncomfortable emotions, but from understanding and accepting them. In this way, meditation acts as both a mirror and a buffer. It allows you to see the truth of your inner landscape while creating space between you and external negativity. When difficult emotions arise, they no longer consume you. Instead, they pass through, no longer fueled by resistance or ignorance. So ask yourself, what emotions or thoughts often disturb your peace? Are there patterns that seem to return, perhaps triggered by stress or the expectations of others? Meditation allows you to observe these patterns without judgment, giving you the freedom to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This level of self-awareness is a profound form of protection, one that doesn't rely on external shields, but arises from deep within, from your own mindful presence. By centering yourself in awareness, you become less vulnerable to the harmful energies of others and more connected to the wisdom that naturally arises when the mind is calm. Through meditation, you're not only strengthening your mind, but also cultivating a spiritual presence that naturally repels negativity. Imagine standing in a storm, but feeling only a gentle breeze because you've learned to shelter yourself within. You become aware of the waves of energy around you, and with each meditation session, your ability to remain unmoved by external turbulence grows stronger. This resilience is not cold or detached, but compassionate and understanding. As the Dalai Lama wisely said, "Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace." Meditation empowers you to embody this wisdom. In this journey, consider the difference between reacting and responding. When someone directs anger or envy toward you, do you react defensively, or can you pause, breathe, and respond from a place of peace? Regular meditation gradually trains you to respond rather than react, letting go of unnecessary defenses and instead building a resilient energy that naturally guards your spirit. The energy you cultivate through meditation becomes a field of positivity that radiates outward, affecting not only yourself, but also those around you. What if, through this practice, you could transform not only your experience of the world, but also the energy you bring into it? Through meditation, you become a beacon of stability and compassion, a force of good that gently shifts the energy in any room you enter. This subtle yet powerful form of protection goes beyond the personal. It touches and uplifts the collective, embodying the Buddhist path of doing good, not doing bad. So how will you begin to harness this inner protection? Can you take a few moments each day to cultivate this simple yet profound practice to strengthen your mind, spirit and energy, becoming both a guardian of your own peace and a light for others? 2. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is like an invisible armor that strengthens both your inner and outer self, guarding against the pull of envy, malice, and the negativity that easily affects those who live in reaction rather than intention. When you actively cultivate gratitude, appreciating even the small victories and moments of peace in your life, you raise your energy to a higher frequency that naturally repels negativity. The Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "The present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you are attentive, you will see it." This mindfulness of the present moment, combined with gratitude for all that you have and all that you aim for, is a powerful way to build resilience against life's inevitable ups and downs. Gratitude creates a foundation of positivity that not only strengthens your spirit, but also impacts your daily experiences, making it easier to attract kindness, joy, and fulfillment. Consider how easily one can fall into the cycle of wanting more or comparing oneself to others. In a world where success and self-worth are often measured by material gains and accomplishments, it's easy to forget that true fulfillment comes from within. Yet gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already in abundance in your life. This shift changes not just your mindset, but also your energy. When you are grateful, you attract people and experiences aligned with positivity and growth. Just as Buddha taught, radiate boundless love towards the entire world, above, below, and across, unhindered, without ill will, without enmity. When you operate from a place of gratitude, you naturally cultivate this boundless love and contentment, which not only uplifts your own spirit, but also creates a ripple effect, inspiring those around you to seek positivity and peace. Imagine if every morning, instead of thinking about the pressures and demands of the day, you took a moment to acknowledge what you are grateful for: your health, your family, your unique strengths, or even the challenges that shape you. This habit is more than just a positive thought. It's a daily commitment to reframe your reality and build resilience. When you approach life with gratitude, you begin to see obstacles as opportunities and setbacks as lessons. This mental shift forms a protective layer around your energy, making it difficult for negative emotions or toxic people to disrupt your peace. As the saying goes, energy flows where attention goes. By focusing your attention on gratitude and purpose, you channel your energy into growth and positivity, shielding yourself from lower, destructive energies. Gratitude also serves as a reminder that everything is interconnected. The law of attraction, rooted in both spiritual and psychological teachings, reinforces this truth. What you put out into the world is what you receive in return. When you practice gratitude, you're consciously choosing to radiate a frequency that attracts kindness, opportunity, and prosperity. This doesn't mean challenges disappear, but with gratitude, your approach to them is vastly different. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you're likely to see challenges as temporary, trusting that each one brings growth and deeper wisdom. As you reflect on this, ask yourself, what are you truly grateful for right now? Which areas of your life bring joy or fulfillment? Focusing on these questions daily strengthens your energy field, creating a positive loop where gratitude breeds more gratitude and, with it, resilience. When life throws difficulties your way, gratitude can be your anchor, reminding you of the strength and blessings you already possess. Embrace this habit not as a superficial practice, but as a deep commitment to enhancing your own energy and well-being. And remember, as the Dalai Lama said, the roots of all goodness lie in the soil of appreciation for goodness. So, by rooting yourself in gratitude, you build an unshakable foundation, a protective layer that doesn't just defend against the negative, but attracts the good, supporting a life filled with meaning, joy, and inner peace. How might your life look if you embraced gratitude as a daily practice? Could this simple shift in perspective be the key to protecting your inner peace and attracting lasting fulfillment? 3. Practice compassion and forgiveness. To cultivate a profound sense of inner and outer protection, let's explore the deep practices of compassion and forgiveness, two of the most potent shields we can build. These qualities don't just protect us from the envy and resentment of others. They also serve as a way to purify our own minds from harmful emotions that can disturb our peace and cloud our spirit. Compassion allows us to look beyond the surface, to see that every individual we encounter, no matter how hurtful or challenging their behavior, is on a journey of their own. Often, when others act out of negativity, it stems not from intentional malice, but rather from a place of inner pain, ignorance, or misunderstanding. When we recognize this, we realize we are all susceptible to moments of weakness and error, and we can approach such situations with a gentle heart instead of adding more judgment to the mix. Embracing this perspective helps us let go of grudges and bitterness, which, like heavy stones, only weigh us down, blocking the lightness and freedom that forgiveness can bring. True forgiveness does not mean we condone harmful actions or accept injustice. It means we make the conscious choice to release ourselves from the bonds of resentment that could trap us in the darkness of heavy energy. There is a beautiful story from the life of the Buddha that illustrates the power of forgiveness. Once, a man came to the Buddha and began hurling insults at him. The Buddha remained calm and silent, letting the man express all his anger. When the man finally stopped, the Buddha asked him a question. If someone gives you a gift and you refuse it, to whom does the gift belong? Puzzled, the man replied, well, it would still belong to the giver. Smiling, the Buddha said, then I do not accept your anger, and it remains with you. This simple wisdom teaches us that we have the power to choose what we let into our hearts. By not taking in others' anger, by not holding on to grudges, we protect our inner peace and create space for healing rather than conflict. Forgiveness, therefore, becomes an act of strength, an assertion that we refuse to be prisoners of the negativity of others. Think about a time when someone's actions hurt you, perhaps deeply. What did holding on to that hurt do to your peace, your mind, and your spirit? How did it feel to carry the weight of those emotions? When we forgive, we don't dismiss the pain we felt, but we decide that the pain no longer has control over us. This act frees us because forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves. It releases our hearts from the heavy chains of past wounds and lets us step forward with compassion, not only for others, but also for ourselves. In this way, compassion and forgiveness become tools that shield our inner world from becoming overwhelmed by anger, resentment, or hatred. These tools are also deeply healing for our outer relationships, allowing us to walk in harmony with those around us rather than being entangled in a web of grudges. As you begin to practice compassion and forgiveness, notice how it feels to approach difficult situations with a heart that seeks understanding rather than revenge. Notice how, over time, this perspective shields you from absorbing the negativity of others and strengthens your sense of peace and resilience. Ask yourself, am I carrying resentment that I could let go of? Could I see this situation through a lens of compassion rather than judgment? By asking these questions, you open the door to inner peace, creating a shield around your spirit that protects you from the heaviness of negativity and fills your life with lightness. In the end, the practice of compassion and forgiveness is not about ignoring injustice or accepting harmful behavior. It is about protecting our minds, our spirits, and our energy from becoming weighed down by anger, resentment, and grudges that keep us locked in the past. By choosing to forgive, we choose freedom, and by cultivating compassion, we create an unshakable shield that empowers us to face life's challenges with an open heart. Remember, every act of compassion you offer and every grievance you release strengthens this shield, allowing you to move through life with a resilient spirit and a peace-filled heart. What grudges could you let go of today, and how would that bring more lightness into your life? In the simplicity of such questions, we begin to find the courage to let go and truly embrace the journey of inner and outer peace. If you've watched this far, you're already taking the first steps toward harnessing inner and outer protection to strengthen your mind, spirit, and energetic shield. Comment below with "Empowered Journey" to affirm your commitment to building resilience and inner strength. Don't go anywhere. There's more wisdom ahead that will guide you in creating a life of harmony and empowerment. 4. Set mental boundaries. To build true inner and outer protection, it's essential to create strong mental boundaries. Just as physical boundaries protect us from harm and keep us safe, mental boundaries shield our minds from thoughts and energies that disrupt our peace and drain our inner strength. But how do we begin to cultivate these boundaries, and why is this so crucial? The Buddha taught, "You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." This teaching calls us to be discerning about what we allow into our mental space, for in doing so, we nurture that sense of care for ourselves. Setting mental boundaries doesn't mean shutting out everything or becoming detached. Rather, it's about learning to identify what is truly beneficial for our peace and growth, and what isn't. Think of it as choosing what thoughts deserve our attention, just as we would decide who we allow into our home. One powerful way to cultivate mental boundaries is through the practice of non-reaction. This involves observing thoughts and labeling them as useful or not useful instead of getting caught up in each one. When you notice a thought arise, ask yourself, is this thought helping me feel calm and centered? Or is it pulling me away from my balance? This awareness alone can be transformative, as it allows us to respond mindfully rather than react impulsively. The beauty of non-reaction is that it strengthens our inner resilience. As Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "Feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor." In a similar way, by choosing to anchor ourselves in thoughts that serve us, we create a mental shield that protects us from unnecessary distress and distraction. Reflect for a moment on this. How often do you find yourself pulled in every direction by worries, fears, or other people's expectations? Setting mental boundaries isn't about ignoring the world, but about finding peace amid it. By cultivating a habit of labeling thoughts, we can begin to discern which ones align with our values and well-being. For instance, if a thought surfaces about an unresolved issue, we can pause and consider, is this thought useful to me right now, or is it taking my energy away from where I need it? Such awareness gives us the power to choose which thoughts to let in and which to release, creating an energetic shield around our mind and spirit. Over time, this practice of mental boundaries helps us stay centered in challenging situations. When we aren't constantly reacting to every thought or emotion, we become more focused, calm, and able to engage with life from a place of inner strength. The Buddha's words remind us, "Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment." This present-centeredness helps us recognize that we don't have to accept every thought that comes our way. We can choose which ones to embrace and which to set aside. When we start to see our thoughts as passing clouds, some nurturing, some neutral, some draining, we gain the clarity to nourish only those that enhance our inner peace. So, ask yourself now, what mental boundaries can I set to honor my peace? This question isn't just for the mind, it's an invitation to the heart to step back, observe, and hold compassion for oneself. Setting these boundaries is an act of kindness toward yourself, a way to cultivate a safe, peaceful, and strong mind amid the chaos. It's a gentle, intentional practice that, like any protective boundary, strengthens over time, creating a foundation of peace and resilience that supports us through life's challenges. 5. Protective visualization. When facing moments of vulnerability, nurturing a sense of inner strength and resilience is essential. One powerful practice to achieve this is protective visualization, where you imagine a protective bubble enveloping you, a shield that filters out negativity while preserving the sanctity of your inner world. This bubble isn't just a mental exercise, it represents your commitment to defining and maintaining a personal space where your thoughts, emotions, and inner peace remain untouched by outside disturbances. In times of doubt or stress, this visualization serves as a gentle reminder that, while we cannot control all external circumstances, we have the power to safeguard our internal environment, just as a clear pond remains serene despite the currents around it. This practice is not a barrier to keep others out, but a boundary that allows you to observe interactions from a place of calm, protecting your mind from unnecessary turmoil and helping you respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Visualizing this energetic shield becomes an act of compassion for oneself. Think of it like maintaining a garden where you pull out the weeds that don't serve you and nurture the plants that do. Here, the bubble helps you filter out the weeds of negativity, criticism, and doubt, allowing only what aligns with your values and aspirations to flourish. The Dalai Lama once said, "Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace." This encapsulates the purpose of this bubble, a conscious boundary that doesn't isolate but empowers you to preserve your peace regardless of outer noise. Moreover, this visualization strengthens not only the mind but also the spirit, creating a tangible sense of security that follows you into your daily life, infusing your actions and interactions with a calm, grounded presence. In a world that often promotes constant connection, setting this boundary can feel like reclaiming an essential part of yourself. This protective bubble can become a daily ritual, growing stronger each time you imagine it. The more you practice, the more your mind recognizes and respects this boundary, making it easier to let go of anything that doesn't serve you while maintaining an open heart and a clear mind. As you face the challenges of work, relationships, or even unexpected life events, this practice reminds you that real strength comes from balance, not walls. It's about cultivating a sense of unbreakable calm, which does not mean an absence of emotions, but a freedom from letting those emotions control you. Just as a bamboo bends with the wind without breaking, you too can remain flexible yet resilient, open to life but steady in spirit. Embracing this mental shield allows you to engage with others from a place of kindness, knowing that your own peace is intact. This inner calm radiates outward, creating an atmosphere where others may also feel inspired to seek their own inner peace. This protective bubble is not about hiding from the world, but about honoring and cultivating the inner peace that is already within you. When you nurture this inner space, you gain the strength to face life's uncertainties, meeting each challenge from a position of grounded awareness. In this way, the bubble isn't just a temporary retreat, but a lifelong commitment to protecting and enhancing your well-being. By embodying this practice, you contribute not only to your own sense of balance, but also to a more harmonious world. 6. Practice connecting with nature. Connecting with nature offers a profound way to recharge and build an inner and outer resilience that strengthens your sense of peace, balance, and energetic shield. In our fast-paced world, we often lose touch with this incredible source of healing, even though the natural world around us holds endless wisdom that can help us reconnect with ourselves and strengthen our spirit. When you spend time in nature, whether on a gentle walk, sitting under a tree, or simply breathing in the fresh air, you create a space to release stress, absorb positive energy, and recalibrate both mind and body. Nature teaches us the beauty of resilience through its cycles of growth, change, and renewal. As the seasons shift from vibrant spring to the stillness of winter, nature reminds us that life is ever-changing, that difficulties and joys alike are temporary, flowing in and out like the tides. This perspective helps us see our own challenges with a sense of calm and acceptance. The Buddha once said, "Just as a solid rock is unshaken by the wind, so are the wise unshaken by praise or blame." Nature embodies this wisdom, standing firm and offering tranquility despite life's storms, modeling the unshakable spirit we can cultivate within ourselves. Each day, even a few minutes spent connecting with nature can reinforce this unshakable inner strength. Have you ever paused to consider how a tree rooted firmly in the ground stands strong through storms, yet remains adaptable and flexible? This very quality can inspire us to remain rooted in our values and open to change, letting go of what no longer serves us. When you take a mindful walk or sit quietly outdoors, tune into the sounds, textures, and scents around you. Feel the grounding energy of the earth, noticing how it anchors you in the present moment, calming your thoughts and soothing your spirit. This grounding practice is more than a simple break. It's a way to train your mind to be present, to let go of unnecessary worry, and to build a natural shield of calm that you can carry with you. Imagine how your life would change if you allowed nature's steady rhythm to become part of your daily routine. In many ways, nature serves as a mirror, showing us the strength and peace we hold within. If you look at a river that has carved through stone over centuries, you see that persistence and patience bring change. Ask yourself, what in your life could be softened with patience or reshaped with resilience? How might the gentle yet powerful energy of nature inspire you to face challenges with a calm heart and a focused mind? By embracing nature as a teacher, you cultivate a source of protection that lies not outside of you, but within. A calm, rooted strength that grows each day, just as the tree stretches toward the sky, one leaf at a time. If you're still with us, you're committed to deepening your inner and outer protection. Type "strength within" in the comments to confirm your journey toward a fortified mind, spirit, and energy shield. Stay tuned for the upcoming insights that can guide you toward greater peace, strength, and resilience. 7. Embrace mindful breathing to anchor in the present. Mindful breathing is a simple yet transformative practice that can create a sense of stability and inner protection by anchoring you firmly in the present moment. In the Buddhist tradition, the breath is considered a powerful tool for calming the mind, centering oneself, and cultivating a profound connection to life itself. Each breath reminds us of our aliveness, serving as a gentle anchor amidst the distractions, stresses, and emotional ups and downs we encounter daily. Buddha once said, "Just as a fish quivers when taken out of the water, so does the mind when removed from mindfulness." Mindful breathing keeps the mind in water, connected, alive, and at peace. By returning to the breath, we shield our minds from anxieties about the future and regrets about the past. This simple act of mindful breathing creates a safe mental space, a refuge of calm that nurtures resilience. When you practice mindful breathing, begin by finding a comfortable seated position and bringing your full attention to the inhale and exhale. Feel the air filling your lungs, and then notice the release as you exhale, allowing any tension to melt away. As you continue to breathe mindfully, notice how thoughts or emotions arise and fall away, just as each breath flows in and out without clinging or resistance. This cycle of the breath teaches us to let go and stay grounded, no matter what arises. Breathing mindfully, you also build an energetic buffer that enhances your inner protection. In moments of stress or challenge, returning to your breath can serve as a reminder that peace is always within reach, independent of outer circumstances. Just as the ocean remains deep and still beneath the surface waves, mindful breathing connects you to that steady, peaceful depth within yourself where negativity cannot reach. With practice, each breath strengthens this inner sanctuary and brings you closer to the present moment's quiet strength. Mindful breathing helps you respond to life with awareness rather than react impulsively, empowering you to face challenges with a sense of calm presence. Consider making mindful breathing a part of your daily routine. Even a few minutes each day can transform your mindset and energy, cultivating an inner strength that radiates outward. This practice not only protects your mind from being overwhelmed by stress, but also inspires a compassionate energy that influences those around you. In time, mindful breathing becomes a way to embody peace and resilience, guiding you toward a life anchored in awareness, harmony, and joy. So, ask yourself, can you take a few mindful breaths right now? Can you return to your breath whenever you need a moment of grounding? In this way, breathing mindfully becomes a living practice, an ever-present source. 8. Embrace self-compassion and self-care as daily practices. Building inner and outer protection also requires nurturing self-compassion and self-care, a dedicated practice of tending to your own well-being, both mentally and physically. When you take time to care for yourself with kindness and respect, you create a natural boundary that keeps negativity at bay, strengthens resilience, and fills your heart with calm confidence. Self-compassion, as taught in Buddhist teachings, means treating ourselves with the same understanding and forgiveness we would offer a dear friend. Often we are quick to be harsh with ourselves, replaying mistakes or judging our shortcomings. Practicing self-compassion, however, helps us accept ourselves as we are, recognizing that we are worthy of love and respect, even when we make mistakes. This acceptance creates a strong inner foundation, making us less vulnerable to criticism or negativity from others. To begin, try a simple self-compassion exercise. Take a few deep breaths and silently repeat, "May I be kind to myself. May I accept myself as I am. May I find peace." Let yourself feel the warmth and care behind these words, releasing any harsh self-judgments that may arise. Over time, this practice fosters a deep sense of worthiness allowing you to carry a protective sense of self-confidence and inner calm. Self-care is equally vital. Whether it's through nourishing meals, gentle movement, resting when needed, or engaging in activities that bring joy, self-care reminds us that our well-being is a priority. Buddha once said, "You, yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." Following this wisdom, self-care becomes an act of self-respect, protecting our energy and ensuring we have the strength to face life's challenges with clarity. Imagine self-compassion and self-care as the roots of a tree. When we nurture these roots, we build resilience and stability that withstands life's storms. This strength radiates outward, forming a shield of inner peace and positivity. Ask yourself, what small acts of self-care and self-compassion can you introduce into your daily life? How can you treat yourself with the same kindness you offer to others? By embracing these practices, you create a powerful foundation of protection, radiating a gentle strength that enhances both your own life and the lives of those around you. With time, this habit of self-compassion and self-care becomes a deeply rooted form of resilience, offering protection that is grounded in love, acceptance, and respect. Let this be your shield, empowering you to move through life with an open heart and unshakable peace. 9. Cultivating joy and contentment. The practice of joy and contentment is a powerful tool for building both inner and outer resilience. When we cultivate joy and contentment, we create a shield against negativity, dissatisfaction, and the stresses that can pull us away from our peace. In Buddhist philosophy, joy isn't about chasing fleeting pleasures. It's about discovering a deep, abiding sense of contentment that isn't dependent on external circumstances. This inner joy becomes a powerful anchor, protecting us from the storms of life. Contentment in the Buddhist sense is about learning to appreciate the present moment fully, without wishing for things to be different. As Buddha said, "Health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship." This statement reminds us that true wealth and protection come from an inner state of satisfaction, where we are at peace with what we have and where we are. To cultivate contentment, start by practicing gratitude for the small things in life. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on something that brings you joy or peace, whether it's a beautiful sunset, a warm meal, or a meaningful conversation. These moments anchor you in the richness of the present, helping you build resilience against feelings of lack or dissatisfaction. Consider the things you already have that bring fulfillment. When we focus on what we lack, we often feel restless and unprotected, as though we are missing something essential. But when we nurture joy and contentment, we build an inner security that radiates outward. We become less susceptible to envy or resentment, and more rooted in a state of peace. Contentment also connects us to the interconnectedness of all things. Recognizing that joy and peace are already within us shifts our focus from the pursuit of material gains to the cultivation of meaningful relationships and experiences. Imagine how your life would change if you found satisfaction in simply being rather than always doing or achieving. This shift creates a natural defense, allowing you to feel whole regardless of external pressures. Buddhist teachings often emphasize mudita, or sympathetic joy, which is the practice of finding happiness in the joy of others. This helps dissolve feelings of envy and competition, allowing us to share in the happiness of others without feeling diminished. By practicing sympathetic joy, we expand our sense of contentment beyond ourselves, cultivating a protective aura of joy and connection that strengthens both ourselves and our relationships. Reflect on this. What would it feel like to let go of striving and simply find joy in what already exists in your life? How might this bring a deeper sense of contentment that strengthens your mind and spirit? In this way, joy and contentment are not just feelings, but practices that can be cultivated daily. When you foster a mindset of joy and gratitude, you develop an unbreakable sense of peace and satisfaction that shields you from the turbulence of external circumstances. Embrace joy and contentment as a form of self-protection, allowing these qualities to infuse your life with balance, resilience, and a quiet strength that radiates outward. 10. Practice detachment and non-clinging. Practicing detachment and non-clinging is a vital component of building inner and outer protection. Detachment doesn't mean rejecting life or isolating ourselves from meaningful connections. Rather, it cultivates a mindset of openness and resilience, allowing us to engage fully in the world without the burdens of attachment. This balanced approach frees us from desires, expectations, and the fear of loss, bringing a profound sense of inner peace. As the Buddha wisely stated, "You only lose what you cling to." This reminder invites us to examine our attachments, as these attachments often become hidden sources of stress, anxiety, and frustration. The process of clinging to specific outcomes, relationships, or material items can trap us in cycles of disappointment and dissatisfaction. However, by practicing detachment, we strengthen our ability to accept life's impermanence with grace, building a robust foundation of resilience and inner freedom that is not easily shaken by the ebb and flow of life. To begin, consider the practice of detachment from outcomes. Notice how often you feel tense or anxious when you're fixated on a particular result, perhaps feeling as if your happiness depends on things turning out a certain way. This form of attachment can cause inner turmoil, making success or failure feel like a reflection of your self-worth. Yet, by practicing detachment from outcomes, you can still pursue goals and dreams with dedication while releasing the need for a specific outcome to feel whole or content. This approach allows success or setbacks to come and go without disturbing your inner peace, as your self-worth remains rooted in something deeper than fleeting results. By letting go of outcomes, you create a life where your peace flows steadily, unhampered by the unpredictable nature of external achievements or failures. Detachment in relationships is equally transformative. It's not about becoming cold or emotionally distant. Rather, it's a path of loving others with an open heart, while releasing the need to control them. When we approach relationships with the mindset that each person's journey and choices are their own, we free ourselves from the pain of unmet expectations and allow space for true compassion and understanding. The Dalai Lama said, "Attachment is the origin, the root of suffering. Hence, it is the cause of suffering." This wisdom encourages us to support and cherish loved ones without imposing our expectations on them. In this way, we build bonds of genuine trust and respect, grounded in acceptance rather than possession, allowing us to love unconditionally while fostering our own peace. When it comes to material possessions, Buddhist teachings remind us that clinging to things can lead to a cycle of endless desire. We often measure our self-worth by what we have, thinking that possessions or status symbols can complete us. Yet, by practicing detachment from material things, we learn to appreciate what we have without feeling distressed over what we lack. Shifting our values toward experiences, relationships, and inner growth creates an inner wealth that no loss or change in circumstances can take away. This shift doesn't mean rejecting what we own, but rather appreciating it without allowing it to define us. This approach not only brings a sense of lightness, but also guards our spirit against the pain of loss or the incessant need for more. The principle of anicca, or impermanence, sits at the heart of this practice, teaching us that all things, feelings, circumstances, and even our thoughts are ever changing. When we accept that everything in life is temporary, we release ourselves from the need to hold on to what is bound to shift. Embracing impermanence doesn't mean we don't care. It signifies a respect for life's natural rhythm, a respect that brings peace as we let go of rigid expectations. Accepting that life moves like a river allows us to flow with it instead of struggling against it, finding freedom in this dynamic rather than fear or resistance. To cultivate detachment, consider trying a simple exercise. The next time you feel a strong attachment, whether to an outcome, relationship, or object, take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this something I need, or am I holding on to it out of fear or habit? Reflect on how releasing it might bring relief or freedom. With time, this practice becomes a powerful tool for navigating life's inevitable ups and downs with a lighter, freer heart. The Taoist philosopher Lao Tzu offers timeless wisdom on this, saying, "By letting go, it all gets done." This perspective helps us understand that detachment is not passivity, but a path to allow life to unfold without inner resistance, enabling us to act with clarity, purpose, and calm. Thank you for joining us today on the Journey of Wisdom. I hope this exploration has brought you insights on creating an inner shield against envy and negativity, using the power of Buddhist teachings and mindful practices. Remember, true protection begins within, and by nurturing peace in our hearts, we naturally repel the energies that don't serve us. If this video has resonated with you, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos filled with teachings and practices to support your spiritual journey. Let's continue building a community rooted in protection, balance, and inner joy. Thank you, and may peace guide you always.